Syria is once again on the brink of civil war. Initially, minor riots in the southwest of the country escalated into clashes between government forces and the Druze, and later also with Israel.
We are calling all the world to help us and to call the government, if we can call this a government, to stop those terrorist attacks on our people. And so that's why we are here on the border, to reach our voice to all over the world, to stop this killing and murder against our people in Syria.
Syria is a multi-ethnic complex puzzle. In the south of the country, in the Silveda region, there is an ethnic enclave of Druze. The authorities in Damascus took advantage of the unrest in the region to send their soldiers there, thus violating the agreement with the local authorities. There were clashes, executions and the humiliation of civilians. The scale of crimes committed by pro-government forces is unknown, but even the Syrian government admits that crimes were committed. The Israeli government sided with the Druze. We are committed to maintaining the southwestern region of Syria as a demilitarized zone. We are also active in Syria. We will not allow a return to a situation where a second Lebanon is created there, and we are also committed to protecting the Druze population. I hope we will not have to operate again. This depends largely on what is understood and done, and also not done in Damascus. Israel responded decisively. It launched an airstrike on the Syrian General Staff headquarters in the government centre in the capital, Damascus, right next to the Ministry of Defence and the presidential palace. The attack was recorded by journalists reporting live on events in Syria. The Syrian authorities clearly understood Israel's determination and withdrew their troops from Druze-controlled areas during the night. We are not among those who fear war. We have spent our lives facing challenges and defending our people, but we put the interests of Syrians above chaos and destruction. The conflict was helped to be stopped by the United States, Israel's closest ally, which is also trying to help rebuild war-torn Syria.
Headwinds, the Druze community, and it led to an unfortunate situation and a misunderstanding, it looks like, between the Israeli side and the Syrian side. So we've been engaged with them all morning long and all night long with both sides, and we think we're on our way towards a real de-escalation and then hopefully get back on track and help.
The Druze are an Arab, ethnic and religious minority living in Lebanon, Israel and Syria, where they have always remained neutral towards the authorities, who have so far respected their sphere of influence.
The Israeli Druze and the Druze in Syria do have long and close ties. Certainly the Golan Heights Druze on the Israeli side, if you want to call it the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights, have very close ties to the Syrian Druze because many of them actually have intermarried and traveled back and forth.
However, there are fears that some of the Islamic extremists who now make up the Syrian army may seek to carry out a bloody crackdown on them, as they did recently with the Kurds and Alawites in Latakia, where a massacre took place. The situation of minorities in Syria has deteriorated significantly. Christians, Druze, attacks on churches, explosions, executions in the streets, persecution. All of this is very disturbing. At the end of June, there was an attack on the Greek Orthodox Church of St. Elias in Damascus. A man opened fire on the faithful and then blew himself up during Mass. 25 people were killed. I lost my entire family. What did they do wrong? What did they do? They just came to pray. How can you do something like that to another human being? President Ahmed al-Shara, who has been ruling Syria since the end of last year, is in a difficult situation. The country remains weak and divided, and the more it opens up to international cooperation that could help rebuild the country, the stronger the resistance from Islamic radicals becomes, threatening the stability of a war-torn country where most of the population is struggling with extreme poverty.